another video. My name is Valerie and I'm so glad that you guys decided to stop by again for another video. I think this is going to be a really fun one. I am doing an assumptions about me video and I'm telling you guys, they were so fun to read as they were coming in. By the way, I'm videoing with my big camera right now, so if the audio sounds different or weird, that's why, because that camera is not really made to video. But I wanted to do that so I can use my phone to read off the assumptions. The assumptions that you guys gave are so fascinating and so funny. Like, some of them are really funny, some of them are true, some of them are way off. Like, it's just really interesting to see what everybody thought. I kind of want to get through this as quick as I can because I have some plans today. It's actually Saturday when I'm filming this, but you guys are not going to see it until Wednesday. Which Wednesday, I'm a little bit sad right now because on Wednesday we would have been flying to Europe with a group of our friends, and thanks to the world and just COVID, we can't. And I don't know if we'll ever be able to because it doesn't look like it works to reschedule for next year. So I don't know if we'll ever get to go, which is really, really sad. I'm not going to talk about that. So, getting into today's video, I didn't categorize any of these. I'm just gonna kind of read them as I see them. I know some of them kind of go together, so if I think about it, I'll say, oh, this one ties into that. So I guess we'll just get started here once. Alright, the first one here I have is, you are the life of the party type of girl when it's with people that you know. That's true, and yet it's not true. So yes and no. Yes, definitely when it's with people that I don't know, I am absolutely not the life of the party. Even when it's with people that I do know, sometimes it just kind of depends what mood I'm in. I feel like I have a lot of extroverted qualities and introverted qualities, so sometimes I'm just not really in the mood to socialize. Sometimes I am, and then that's when I'm more talkative and have more fun with the group. So I'm gonna say that one's yes and no. Loud personalities make you uncomfortable. Quite the contrary. I love people with louder personalities because honestly, I have a quieter personality, and I don't know how many of you know that, but yeah, like, it's kind of like the last one. If it's with people that I know, I can be a louder personality, but I click instantly with people who are loud personalities. People who are more like me, I just feel a little bit more awkward. It's harder to make conversation, and I just connect instantly with louder personalities. You love reading books. This is true. I do not make enough time for it. I'm actually wanting to start doing something. One second. Alright, my window is open and my neighbor's outside and I didn't really want him to hear me filming the video. Okay, you love reading books. Yes, I'm trying to make more time to do that. What I'm trying to start doing is reading before I go to bed instead of be on my phone. I feel like it'll be way more beneficial for my brain, and I just want to give that a try and see if I sleep better. I assume you want some children? Well, you assume right. Eventually, yes, we do want some children. I don't know when that will be, but we're kind of leaving that in God's hands, and that also kind of went with some others that are saying, someone else assumed that I'm pregnant. As far as I know, I'm not. And then also some people say, like, I assume you can't wait to be a mom, and that is also true. I am very excited to be a mom. And maybe someday, whenever I am pregnant, I'll tell you all the story behind how my thought patterns just kind of shifted towards being a mom. You can stress relief by decorating or thrift store shopping. Oh my, yes. That is definitely, for sure, thrifting. I love thrifting. It's probably my biggest hobby, I would say. It's definitely kind of a stress reliever for me, sadly, because it can get expensive, but that's just the way it is. And then, of course, decorating with the things I thrifted, obviously. I'm assuming that you're very confident in yourself and you have your life figured out. Oh, I'm not sure where that one came from, but it is not true. I have moments where I feel more confident, and then, sadly, a lot of more moments where I do not feel confident, and it kind of ties into a little bit that somebody said that you somewhat care what people think, and yeah. I do care. Like, I wish I didn't, because ultimately I only want to care what God thinks about me, and then in turn I would feel more confident in myself. So I thought these two kind of tied together a little bit. It's kind of an eternal journey that I've been on my whole life. It's just the human nature, you know, to worry about what people think. I do, however, I mean, some people might disagree with me on this, but I do, however, think that to a point it's okay to care about what people think, and I mean that as far as like a Christian perspective. As a Christian, I don't want to give my fellow Christians any reason to believe that I'm anything other than a Christian. I don't want to make them question my moral beliefs by doing something that's so against what I believe. So in that aspect, yes, I do care what people think of me as a Christian, but I'm not trying to be perfect. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's just kind of how I feel about that whole matter. You do not have to be spending a lot of money or do anything fancy to enjoy yourself. That's true, because honestly, I find that I enjoy myself the most when I am making coffee or just sitting down and having my devotions. I love having my devotions. It's true, I obviously do enjoy myself when I am out shopping or whatever, but I don't have to be shopping to enjoy myself by any means. You have mostly Mennonite friends. Yes, for the most part I would say they were mostly Mennonite, but I also have quite a few friends who are not. So it's not like I have just Mennonite friends or whatever, or feel like I only need Mennonite friends. No, I feel like you can connect with any type of person, like you can be friends with anybody. Yeah, I definitely have some good friends who are not Mennonites or even have no Mennonite background. I just laughed at this one. Someone was like, I don't really know if they're being serious or joking, but they said, "You've known nothing but a basic white girl life," and then with like a laughy face emoji. So I don't know if they were serious or not, but I just thought it was the funniest thing. I feel like in my younger years, I didn't even know what a white girl was. I just lived my life. But now, like as I've been like mid-teenager and up, I know what a white girl is, and white girl things do tend to make me happy because I just like aesthetically pleasing things, which was what someone else assumed, that I like aesthetically pleasing things, and that's right. But I wouldn't say I've known nothing but a basic white girl life, but I just thought that one was funny. I assume you didn't keep the kitten that showed up at your house. Well, what happened with that, I would have loved to keep him, but he was actually, if any of you guys don't know what I'm talking about, a couple weeks ago I put on my story that a little kitten showed up at our house, and what happened was 2 houses down from us, our neighbors went on vacation and just left the cat. Like, I don't even know that it had food because it was drooling, and poor little guy. So I fed it, my neighbors next to us fed it, we kind of helped out taking care of this cat, and now the neighbors are back and they have little boys, and it's their cat, the little boy's cat. So the cat, I assume, is back at their house. So it does have owners, but I have seen it a couple times, and it's always fun when he comes over, but he's not my cat. Someone says you enjoy writing and reading, and that is very true. Those were my favorite classes in school. I actually have a blog that is linked to my Instagram, and just the other day I was thinking I would love to get back into writing on my blog again. So maybe I'll do that in the future, I'm not sure. I also just kind of enjoy writing for my own personal enjoyment, which is also someone that said that I assume you kept a diary and had pen pals in your childhood years. And like as far as writing goes, yes, I keep a journal. I don't like write about every single day, so I guess that's more of a journal, but I keep a journal, not a diary. So I enjoy writing, and I don't remember if I had pen pals growing up. I honestly can't remember. I think maybe one, but someone says, I assume you will have a large family, you don't watch TV, you wouldn't support interracial marriage. Well, I've already covered about the large family. Like, I don't know, well, not necessarily. I don't know if we're gonna have a large family. It's just kind of, we're gonna play that one by ear a little bit. So anyway, you don't watch TV. Well, we actually do watch TV. Our church does allow TV, and we have TV, so that kind of answers itself. We watch TV. This one's kind of a big one. You wouldn't support interracial marriage. That is 100% false. I absolutely have no problem with interracial marriage. Like, if a white person marries a black person, I honestly hate those terms. I hate white and black because, I mean, guys, we're all people. But yeah, I have no problem with that. Absolutely none. I assume you and Chip don't have fights or arguments. You seem so easy to get along with. Well, for the most part, I would say, like, there is definitely more good, for sure, more good than bad. Like, we have way more moments when we're not fighting than when we are, but we all, honestly, I wouldn't say we've ever had a fight where, we're never, yelling at each other, anything like that. It's always more like a discussion, and I don't know. So we definitely have our disagreements, and we've gotten into some arguments about things, and I would say for the most part, we are easy to get along with, like each other, but we also can miscommunicate a lot, and sometimes we read into things the completely wrong way, or take something, misunderstand each other, and that's what causes a lot of our arguments, is misunderstanding each other. I assume that you have the most calm personality and it takes a lot to get you worked up. False. I can actually work myself up pretty easily, and I get stressed pretty easily as well. I wish I was not like that. it's weird. I wouldn't, like, around my family and stuff, I don't have the most calm personality. I want to work on being more, like, less uptight and just more go with the flow type of person. You have no problem staying skinny. I don't know, because I've gained 15 pounds since we're married, and I went up an entire skirt size. That's kind of embarrassing, but that's just the way it is. So you might not really be able to tell it on me, but I can tell it. Trust me. But I am disappointed in myself for going up an entire skirt size. Sometimes you get bored as a housewife. Honestly, no, I don't get bored as a housewife. Like, I work right now, I work 3 days a week. I used to do 2, but now I'm 3 days a week. And so when I'm home, I always have stuff to do. I never get bored, and even if I don't have things to do, I consider that, like, I try not to beat myself up for sitting down and relaxing every now and then. Because sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm a lazy housewife if I sit down. But no, that's not the case. I just have all my work done so I can sit down. But I wouldn't say I ever get bored. I assume you don't like wearing bright colors. That's true. I really don't enjoy wearing bright colors. Every now and then, if I'm in the mood to, I will. But normally I like neutrals, I like fall earthy tone colors, and yeah. You have traveled to a lot of places. I think this is gonna be my last one. Yes, but no. I think if I count all of them, I've been to like 7 or 8 different countries, but some of them were like, I don't think it really counts if you're just in the airport and not able to go out. So I don't really count that, because I was in an airport in Amsterdam, but that really doesn't count to me. And then it feels kind of like I've tried to travel, like done big trips. I tried to go to Hong Kong on a trip when I was 17, and that just completely flopped. And then also our Europe trip, that was like the biggest trip of my life, and that also completely flopped. So, and I don't know if we'll ever get to go, but that was gonna be like the biggest trip of my life, and it's been my top bucket list to go to Europe ever since I can remember. And to be so close to it, and then have it ripped out from under your feet, I can't, like, it is so unbelievably disappointing. So in some ways I feel like I have not gotten to do the traveling that I want to in life, but oh well, I can be happy with where I'm at too. I'm really sorry guys if I didn't answer all of them. I mean, I know I didn't because it would have gotten long. I'm gonna probably just end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I always enjoy doing these kind of videos with you guys. If you enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I guess liking and giving it a thumbs up are the same thing. Follow me on Instagram if you want to. I would love that as well. Also, just a little tiny announcement. I started an Amazon storefront finally, so if you guys want to shop my Amazon favorites, I will always have that link at the description box in all of my videos. I'm trying to link everything that I have or that's just on my wish list, so you guys can shop my favorites down there. It is an affiliate link, just to let you guys know. There's no pressure to buy anything ever, so if you want to though, that'd be great. Thanks for watching guys. I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye!